All right. Says that we're live. Cool. So get the chat up on the phone. Hello, Miss Pizarro, made in Texas. Nick Tronson, Truth Seeker. Hi, Patricia. How's it going? Um, hope everybody had a great day. Hope you had some time with your family and friends, your loved ones, and all. Um, Jason, how you doing? Miss Deborah, Little Red, how you doing? What's up, Rob? Cam, Nemo, what's up? What's up? Hey, Peter. All right, Leonid Killingsley Johnson. What? Hold on. Anyway, what's up, Will? Hey, Mia, Alan, how you doing? All right, Miss Capillare, how are you? Okay, so just wanted to chat for a little bit about something that happened last week. Um, I wanted to say something about this a couple days ago, but yeah, something about today just kind of bugged me a little bit. I read this post. It seemed to be uh, I don't know, a recurring theme that I've seen online, just browsing different social media platforms today. So there was a story about how Thanksgiving got started, and what I've seen. Now, I'm not sure we're going to need multiple sources for this, but from what I saw, it was something along the lines of the Europeans would find a native village, surround these natives at night, uh, basically kill everyone, attack the men, surround them while they're sleeping, and while the women and children are fearing for their life in the huts, where wherever back at the village, that they would be burned alive, and that the invaders took the food from those native villages back to their camps, their territories, cities, and all that. And they would have a feast with that food, and they would call it Thanksgiving. And they would do this after every successful massacre until I believe it was George Washington said, basically, we're going to go ahead and cut that down to just one time a year. And that's the origin of Thanksgiving. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. That's a story that I read online. Just need to look into it a little more. Anyway, that especially bugged me today because I do deal with stereotypes on a fairly regular basis. I do. This has always been the case. Even more so lately due to my appearance, being a so-called black man with hair, braids especially, and beard, facial hair. The media has sought to create that image to be the scariest dude walking the plane, if I understand correctly. And I have experienced that. I've experienced just that. Looked at as a criminal from time to time. I get these instances where I'll walk past somebody and she like clenches her purse. People will lock their door when I walk past their car, start getting nervous. Give me this look. I get that look every day. Every time I interact with someone out in society, I get that look multiple times. It bugs me after a while. Sometimes more than others. Now, What happened at the conference? So, if you saw my talk, you saw that there was a point where I kind of thought I finished up and stepped off the stage like 10 minutes early. I did that, and there were multiple reasons why that happened. Um, the situation I'm going to tell you about shortly, that has something to do with it. Other than that, I was hungry. I had skipped lunch that day. Got up, got breakfast, didn't get lunch, but I was like starving. My hands were shaking before I got on stage. And this instance that I'll tell you about, in like right now, actually. So I'm at the Flat Earth Conference. You saw some of the live streams, perhaps, from the billboard, from the lobby, things like that. Took a lot of pictures. It was a good time, great time. I wish I could go back and do it again, honestly. I'm on the third floor. I'm still working on my presentation on last Thursday morning. And being that it was the conference, being that I was more one of the high profile individuals there, I'm pretty easy to recognize, right? So I was walking around, having a good time, taking pictures with folks and, taking selfies and, asking people questions on live streams, having a good old time when I could. But I was still working on my presentation. So being that I was still, stepping out of the introvert position that I'm usually in, I'm trying to be a social butterfly to an extent. So, just in the mood to mess with people. I'm just kind of joking around, having a good time. So I'm in my room, and I hear some people in the hallway. So I'm taking a break from my editing and all that. So I go peek my head out the door because I'm like, I know these folks know me, probably. There's a good chance anyway. So I peek my head out, just joking, like, what's going on out here? Hey, keep the noise down. I'm just playing with him because I'm just playing. So the guy, I'll give you the description. He was about, I'll say, Caucasian male, about 5'10", blonde hair, blue eyes, about 215 pounds, just to narrow it down. The guy says, "Oh, you're next to me." Well, that's I don't know if that's going to work. I don't sleep on the same floor as black people. He said that. Oh, you're next to me? Yeah, I don't sleep on the same floor as black people. So what I did, looked at him for a quick second, didn't say anything. Proceeded to walk back into my room. The guy says, "Oh, he knows I was just playing, or I was just joking," is what he said. He said it was a joke. Oh, yeah. He knows I was just joking. Not a very good joke. So I'm walking back into my room. He walks up to my door, proceeds to explain that he was joking once again, and says, "No, I wouldn't do that. You're a big boy." I had to remind him promptly that I'm not a boy. It was twice in 10 seconds. So I asked him to back up so I could slam the door in his face and get back to work on my presentation. Saw him a couple more times while I was there, and it got awkward. Just a little bit. But I would like to explain that if you are not comfortable in your interactions with black people, so-called black people, one way to kind of break the ice and interact a little bit, if you would like to crack a joke some way or another, to you probably don't want to start it off by saying, I'm too good to sleep in this area. I'm too good to participate in this particular activity because I have a superiority over you. I'm too good to share this space with you. That is not a good joke to break the ice with. Just so you know, that's from me to you. But yeah, that kind of bugged me. Kind of bugged me. Like, that was a pretty ignorant thing to say. It was a pretty ignorant joke to make, in my opinion. But I figure it just reflects what was in the guy's heart anyway, to some extent. And he might have got nervous and just started talking out the side of his neck, as it said. But yeah, that's not a good joke. You don't start off a joke by telling someone that they're inferior to you and expect them to laugh about that. So yeah. And I thought about going back to knock on the door so we could, have a more vigorous discussion. Thought about going back out in the hallway and punching him right then. But I did have things to do. And it doesn't always have to come to that. So I calmly found out who this guy was. Went back on Facebook, realized he had already unfriended me. I knew he was on my list once I figured out who it was. But he went back and unfriended me before I could unfriend him, because I was definitely going to go back and unfriend him on Facebook. But anyway. Yeah, so that was on my mind before I stepped on the stage. And, in addition to that, being hungry and just kind of rushing at the last minute. Yeah, that caused me to hit a point to where I'd stepped off early, because I really just wanted to go be by myself for a little bit. But yeah, that's what's up. That was my experience there. I'm still just still processing that, how to deal with that moving forward. But this is not a post-racist society. I am not blind to these issues. And anybody pretending to be blind to these issues, that's not cool. That's not cool. It's something that affects a lot of us, all of us, actually. Where we are is a result of the things that happened in the past. And as much as we believe that we are all part of the human race, and that races don't exist, and that racism is a construct, what we deal with in society is still the result of that construct. And a lot of people fail to recognize that. Anyway, just wanted to air that one out. About to go ahead and wrap it up and get on with my evening. Working on a video. Just need to do some editing and get back on that thing. But yeah, gonna go ahead and end this one. Just wanted to put that one out there. Sharing my experiences the way that I do with you. Hope everybody had a great day. Hope you all, spent some good quality time with your loved ones, family and friends and all that. Hope you had some good food. Yeah. That's all I got. Anyway, as always, be good to each other. Take care of yourself. Stay flat. See you next time. Thank you.